Okay, so since no one else is going to speak on the topic, I'm going to speak on the topic. A man with no kids versus a woman with no kids is completely different. With no kids act like stuck up. I swear to God, men with no kids are sassy as hell.
Shut up, bitch!
What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Now, originally for this next video, I actually had something else planned till at the very last minute. I came across this video sent to me. First of all, shout out to Destro Reborn. I love your content, brother. I'll make sure I'll tag him and leave the link to the original video. Man, let me tell you something. I've heard women call sassy just for about everything in the book until I came across this. And y'all know I don't got no kids, so this definitely triggered me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it.
So, do y'all want to know something crazy? I just decided to go look at videos about decentering men. Decentering Men came up with like 9 million gazillion videos of women talking about how to decenter men and why. Something told me to just go look up videos about decentering women. I could not find a single man on here talking about decentering women. Not one. And if you could find one, do it and send it to me. But I couldn't find a single man on here talking about decentering women.
But I thought men with channels like mine and men in the manosphere, I thought we hate women. What happened? Don't worry, I'll wait.
These men are not pressed about us the way we are pressed about them. They are not trying to decenter a goddamn thing. You know why? Because it's not that serious to them and they could care less. Like, that spoke volumes to me. We don't look at each other the same way, men and women. And we just really got to do better. They're not trying to figure out how to decenter shit because we were never the center to begin with for them. Like, damn, like, this spoke volumes to me. These men don't give a and we make them this just big deal. And we're really not that big of a deal to them because they know where they have us. They have us where they want us. We're going to have to talk about this later because, again, I'm flabbergasted.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care. Jerry.
It's no wonder that today's men struggle to place women at the heart of society. How can they, when modern women sometimes seem to have cast themselves as entrepreneurs of attention? How can they, when modern women sell themselves as a 24/7 red light district? Honestly, being a devoted admirer, or a simp as the internet so lovingly calls it, is a full-time job with no benefits. How could a devoted simp put women on a pedestal when they flaunt their body count like sharpshooters comparing tallies at the rifle range? Many men see today's dating scene as a revolving door of casual encounters, barely fit for building anything more lasting than a paper house in a rainstorm, with anthems blaring from Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion, the self-appointed high priestess of the 304 cabal. It's no wonder some of our comrades are spooked. A melting pot of STDs, bastardized children, and mean grimaces. Pillow princesses with BBLs and surgery scars. What sane architect would build a foundation on this bedrock? This is not stability, it's a blueprint for disaster. Let me give you an example of the modern women I speak on.
Okay, so since no one else is going to speak on the topic, I'm going to speak on the topic. A man with no kids versus a woman with no kids is completely different. With no kids act like stuck up. I swear to God, men with no kids are sassy as hell.
Oh yes, yet another deranged hood Teletubby. By the look of those arms, we can speculate that she got the Dominican number 3, which is the BBL with the gastric bypass surgery option. Why waste your time with a passport when you can just jump on her back and fly to your destination with her wings of adipose tissue? Straight off the operating table, and her first order of business is to devalue men that won't choose her.
Mind you, I'm also a woman with no kids. I am a woman, don't have kids, never been pregnant, none of the foolishness. But it seems like when I talk to a dude with no kids, all of a sudden it's a broom stuck up his ass. He got his nose turned up in the air. Mind you, I mean, in 2024, if you're not a baby daddy, you know, it's real rare. You know what I'm saying? Like,
see, you just proved those men point why they acting the way they act. You just proved their point. Because what is the common theme that you hear from black women in the community? All the men that we want, they got kids, or they locked up and got kids, or they bums, or they broke. But then when you come across a man that's on top of his shit and he don't got kids, and y'all over here talking about how rare it is, y'all expect these men to be the most humble men on the planet. Meanwhile, we got women out here who got 5 kids by 5 different men and want to sit over here and demand that they require a man to make 6 figures and provide. Like they shit don't stink. Like they the hottest thing smoking. But a man that's on his shit, he gotta be humble. That's the thing that's really triggering, man. Women will sit over here and talk about how rare it is to find a man of a certain caliber or qualities that they want, but then when they come across that man, they expect that man to act like he doesn't even know his value. Meanwhile, y'all overvalue your own value. Tell you, man, hoflation is a real thing, man. Let's keep it moving.
I get it, but also, I'm also a woman with no kids. I may be considered rare as well, and I don't act like that. I don't give I mean, I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? So when a dude be acting mad stuck up, like he's untouchable because he ain't got no kids, it's like, boo, tomato, because I also don't have kids.
Translation. I am a disgruntled modern woman. I've spent thousands of dollars attempting to change my lunch lady body into a bad bee. Yet here I am, going on date after date, only experiencing lukewarm responses. Because my veins are concentrated with testosterone and cholesterol, I can't understand why society rolls out the red carpet for men without kids, but side-eye women in the same boat. Make it make sense. Yes, I know I only have 3 seconds left on the shot clock to have a child, while men can leisurely play the field until their hair turns the color of wisdom, or whatever Just for Men calls it. But you know what? I find comfort in the cozy embrace of cognitive dissidence and the intoxicating scent of good old-fashioned delusion. Armed with these trusty companions, I will double, no triple down my efforts to shame these men who treat me like a decorative doorstop. It's a bold strategy, isn't it? Diabolical even.
I feel like you would be considered rare or like upper echelon, or you could be considered top tier for not having kids only to men and women who have children. I'm on your same level, buddy. So it's just like, I just be experiencing the most weirdest things because I don't give a damn. You don't have kids. Yay. Like that's something for you to pat on your own back. You know what I'm saying? But to put those type of but to act like stuck up and all that, it's just weird. Men with no kids act like females.
Well, I think the real question is, why can't you act like a female? Why must you talk and look like OG Crip Tukey Williams? Maybe then heterosexual men that you are attracted to won't associate you with the result of dropping the soap in the prison shower. It's crazy how these 260-pound nasty Nate women talk so cavalierly about men that they are not qualified for. You know what? Let's let her talk, because at least she'll burn a few calories.
And I want to know, women, have y'all ever experienced that? I don't want to date a man without kids. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't have at least one kid, 1, 2 max, I really don't want to talk to you. I do not want to talk to you because of how they act. Y'all act like how a woman should act. And maybe a woman with no kids is also stuck up. I don't know. But I am a woman with no children, and I don't act like that, and I be damned. But nigga I talk to act more stuck up than me.
You know what? It's time for the modern girl conglomerate to come up with some new insults in 2025. The sassy, broke, dusty attacks have lost all their fervor and
Yeah, they really have. I'm getting sorry. The term sassy is really starting to bother me because, and I say this all the time on this channel, you guys, it's really just it's just another way for them to try to silence you. That's what it really comes down to. Because it's one thing to sit over here and say that y'all want men to speak up, be in tune with their feelings, express themselves, but then when they're out here doing it, oh, he's sassy. Because what he's saying is getting a little bit too real, and it sheds some light on you, and you got to take a look in the mirror for a change. Because for some reason, women think just because this is what they require of men now, that all of a sudden they're just perfect beings, and you know, they don't have any flaws. But then when men start speaking, it get a little bit too real. Now all of a sudden men are sassy. So essentially what they're doing is they're being, what I remember a brother saying, calling them emotionally manipulative, when they only want you to open up when it's convenient for them or is something that's beneficial to them. But anything that you express that requires them to have to take accountability or look themselves in the mirror, they ain't trying to hear that. But anything else, yeah, they're cool.
advice. Maybe they need a true arms dealer like your great Lord Destro. Let us all yawn in sequence at their flimsy attempts to trigger us. Let them squabble as we redirect first aid money into saving account money. With every deep stroke into sweet foreign girl tenderloin, remember, there's a modern girl at home trying to decentralize you. Such a glorious epiphany, don't you agree? But alas, I've said too much. But wait.
All right, that's it here. Again, shout out to Destro Reborn. I'll tag him as well as leave the link to this original video in the description. Shout out to that brother. Great content. Huge fan, man. Y'all, he should have way more subs than what he does, man. Real talk, because I can tell he puts in the work. And yeah, man, I always get a good laugh out of watching his content, and I'm sure you guys do as well. And if you're not subscribed to this brother, definitely subscribe, man. Anyway, let me know what you thought about this. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.